Jesu iti Madura Island. I learned Sanskrit, Tamil, Telugu, tried to understand Brahmin culture from within, not imposed from Rome. I wore the sacred thread, the sannyasi's robes at home. You dialogue with heretics who killed our brothers dead. Edmund Campion and Gorka Martyr's blood was shed by Protestants. You're calling separated brethren now. I adapted clothing, language, customs, but kept the vow of dogma intact. You're compromising doctrine for embrace. I changed presentation, you're erasing truth's base. Trent anathematized their positions, now you talk like friends. I kept every dogma whole, you're negotiating where truth ends. Walter Casper, German cardinal, Ecumenism's guide. You're romanticizing mission while the facts you hide. You let converts keep their caste, not just culture's pride. That's structural injustice with a Christian name applied. I'm not compromising doctrine, red atunum synth clear. Unity and truth, not false irenicism here. Protestants were baptized, they confess the creed's content. Trent condemned specific errors, not person sacrament of baptism that's valid makes them part of Christ's body torn by tragic schism that both sides help to born. You're deflecting from your caste accommodation shown by attacking ecumenism, pot and kettle stone. Ecumenism seeks the truth and unity's demand, not compromising dogma but extending healing hand. One baptism makes us family despite the schism's pain, calling separated brethren home again. Separated brethren, Walter, these are heretics defined by councils ecumenical. You've rewritten and refined the language but not changed the facts. They deny transubstantiation's truth, reject papal primacy, 7 sacraments, that's proof. They're not in communion, stop the diplomatic speech displayed. I went to pagans who'd never heard the gospel's aid. You're negotiating with schismatics who knew the truth and left, chose rebellion over Rome. That's theological theft. They deny the mass, the priesthood's sacred role entire. And you're discussing intercommunion like it's just desire to reach through dialogue. I adapted external dress and diet. You're adapting doctrine, calling it ecumenical to hide it. You're trapped in 16th century polemics, bitter tone. Vatican II open windows you refuse to own as legitimate development. We're not denying Trent's decrees, we're recognizing baptism creates real ecclesial ties. Even imperfect Luther, Calvin, they were wrong on mass displayed on priesthood sacraments, but they're baptized children's grade aren't damned by ancestor schism. That's the point I'm making clear. We can dialogue without abandoning what we hold dear. Your caste accommodation was worse hypocrisy shown. You kept oppression baptized while claiming truth alone. You guarded, I'm engaging Christians who confess displayed the creed, the Trinity, scripture, not complete otherness made like Hinduism. You're comparing different frontiers here. Inculcation guards the deposit while adapting how we speak. Ecumenism compromises truth for unity we seek. I changed the vessel, you're changing wine to water weak. Sacred thread kept dogma, your dialogue's technique. The Inquisition put me through decades of investigations, pain for wearing different clothes while doctrine stayed the same. You get cardinal's hat for compromising what's plain displayed. In Trent's definition, see the irony conveyed. I'm questioned for methodology while doctrine stayed sincere. Shown your praise for innovations that blur the line full-blown between Catholic truth and Protestant error. That's a sign of how far we've fallen. I adapted culture's external line to plant the faith where pagans never heard Christ's name. You're adapting faith itself to suit the Protestant claim, calling it dialogue, but it's surrender. I fear the Rome I served would have condemned what you hold dear. Your polemics don't erase your caste accommodation sin against gospel's radical equality. Where do I begin? You speak of purity while Dalits couldn't worship near the upper castes you'd converted. That's hypocrisy sincere. My ecumenism challenges both sides to deeper truth, not lowest common denominator. That's misconstrued proof. Harvesting the fruit shows progress made displayed on justification, scripture, sacraments, foundations laid for visible unity that Christ commanded in his prayer clear. John 17, you ignore that while you claim I interfere with orthodoxy. I care more than your method ever shown that kept injustice baptized, called it gradual till it's grown into centuries of caste Christianity preserved and blessed. At least I'm healing what schism tore. Your legacy is learned. Inculcation guards the deposit while adapting how we speak. Ecumenism compromises truth for unity we seek. I changed the vessel, you're changing wine to water weak. Sacred thread kept dogma, your dialogue's technique.